What is going on, guys? Ryan Nelson here, and today I wanted to take a look at the new Canon 30... That's focusing without my cooperation. Today I wanted to take a look at the new Canon 35mm RF lens. It's a really nice, small, compact lens with a few pretty nice features in it. So let's take a look and see what all this lens is capable of. To start off, I do have this paired up with the Canon RP, which I was also testing out. I'll link that video up there if you want to check that one out and see what that camera is actually good for, because it is good for something. Unlike some people who just like, what is Canon doing? I mean, I said, what is Canon doing? Anyway, another story for another time. Let's talk about this lens. So what makes this 35mm special? So it's a 35mm macro lens, which means you can get really, really close to your subjects. This one is just about 6.5 inches of focus, and it will really, really isolate something like small objects. Secondly, it has a built-in control ring on the outside of the lens, so you can set that up to change your ISO, your aperture, your shutter speed, whatever you prefer. That's a pretty nice feature. I haven't found it useful, but I'm also not used to having it, so I'm just used to shutter, aperture, ISO I hit with the multifunction button, and I'm good. I know a lot of people like that ring, just haven't gotten used to it yet. But that's just me. Now, what is a 35mm lens good for? It's good for a lot of things. Like, it's not a super wide angle lens, but it's also not like a long telephoto. You slap a 50 on and sometimes you're just like, there's not enough space here. Like, I need a little bit wider. 35mm is really good for that. Can you use it for vlogging? Yeah, you can. It's not the best and you have to put it way out there, but you can use it for vlogging if you're in a pinch. It's great for travel. It's a small, light lens. It's unobtrusive. It's easy to carry around, and it doesn't look like a really professional quality camera and lens combination. So it looks more just like a tourist camera, and you can get, you know, sneaky shots with it. So it is nice, small, light, compact, easy to carry around. It's not gonna be banging everywhere or dragging you down because it's so heavy, unlike some lenses. This one doesn't draw a crowd. And even if you frame it right, you can use this lens as a portrait lens. I didn't do any examples of portraits because I just didn't do it. But you can use a 35 wide for portraits. You just have to be a little bit more creative with your angles. So I did take this out and do a couple of comparison shots between this lens and my 17-40 f4 set to 35mm. A little bit of a difference in the two. Zooming in on a couple of these shots, you can definitely tell this 35, it's a really crisp, clear lens. We are getting a little bit of fringing in some of the really blown out highlights and then shadowed areas. Overall, not too bad. I think it makes up for it with how sharp this is, especially compared to this lens, which is an L lens. Should be sharp, but it is a hair softer than this 35. Did I forget to mention that this has an image stabilizer built into it? It's kind of wide-ish, so a little bit of camera shake isn't quite as noticeable, but it is nice to have image stabilizer, especially, again, when you're traveling and you're in a lot of different lighting environments. Maybe you're on the street doing some street photography at night and you just need that little bit, another stop of stabilization. Image stabilizer, good to go. So that's about it. I just wanted to take a quick look at this 35, see what I thought about it, see if maybe I wanted to pick one up for myself in the future. I'm probably gonna pass because I think I'm covered on the 35mm range, but it is a good lens, comes with a lot of features. At 500 bucks, it might be a little bit pricey, but it's quality. Like, quality is there. You get an image stabilizer, you have a control ring, you get a macro lens out of it. So overall, pretty versatile for a 35mm lens. So if you guys want to check out one of these lenses for yourself, I've dropped some links down below in the description. Do me a favor and check those out. I'll tell you what, guys, if you like this video, please do me a huge favor. Go down into my description and check out my link for Patreon. If you want to support me and support these gear reviews that I do, I'd love to have your support. Join the family, kind of get a little bit more behind the scenes. If you don't, that's okay too. Do me a huge favor, hit that thumbs up button down there, hit that subscribe button if you want to see more, and I will see you guys next time.